We live surrounded by objects that hold more than just functionality or beauty. They also carry subtle energies that influence our environment, mood, and even our prosperity. Although it may seem insignificant, each item we choose to keep in our homes can impact our lives in ways we might not immediately realize. It's as if each object has a story that, little by little, shapes the space we live in. In this video, we'll dive into the power of energy in the home through the lens of Buddhist teachings. More than just a belief, this practice suggests that the way we choose and care for objects around us directly reflects what we wish to attract in our lives. Just as ancient masters taught, our home can be a temple of peace and prosperity, as long as we fill it with objects that vibrate in harmony with these ideals. Here we'll explore 8 common objects that, according to Buddhism and other spiritual practices, can attract scarcity energy into our homes. But we won't just identify them. We'll also offer practical and symbolic alternatives to replace these items and foster an energy of prosperity and abundance. Throughout this video, you'll learn how small changes can make a big difference in your well-being and your journey toward fulfillment. So, if you want to transform your home into a space of positive energy and attract prosperity into your life, keep watching. And if you identify with this quest for a more harmonious home, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Now, get ready for a journey of self-discovery and transformation. We'll begin by exploring how the energy of objects influences our space, and then move on to a list of items that may be sabotaging your prosperity without you even realizing it. When we think of prosperity and well-being, we often focus on concrete actions like working hard or taking care of our health. However, the environment in which we live is equally influential, especially when we realize that every object in our home is a point of energy that impacts our daily lives. In Buddhism, it's believed that everything around us carries an energetic frequency that, when properly directed, can enhance what we seek, whether it be peace, abundance, or harmony. Objects in our home can act as catalysts for either positive or negative energies. Worn out, broken, or unused items tend to accumulate stagnant energy, which blocks the flow of prosperity and renewal. This charge isn't visible, but it manifests in our routine as obstacles, lack of motivation, and even financial issues. It's as if our environment reflects our inner state and at the same time, continuously influences it. Buddhist practice encourages transforming the home into a sacred space, where each carefully chosen object contributes to an atmosphere of peace and prosperity. By letting go of items that carry scarcity energy, we make room for new energy to flow, attracting opportunities and a lighter state of mind. In this video, we'll identify these scarcity magnets and replace each of them with alternatives that promote abundance. If you feel your home could use a refresh, it's worth staying with us to see how these changes can transform your daily life. Next, we'll begin exploring the first of these objects and how it may be blocking positive energy in your home. Broken or damaged objects are often items we end up ignoring. Whether it's that chipped glass or the wall clock that stopped months ago, these objects represent more than just physical wear and tear. They symbolize blockages and stagnant energy that silently accumulate. In Buddhism, it's believed that these damaged items can create energy knots in the environment, preventing the natural flow of positive energies and, consequently, affecting the home's prosperity. When we look at a broken object, even unconsciously, it reminds us of something unfinished, a repair that was left undone, or a pending situation. This sense of incompleteness generates small feelings of dissatisfaction that, when added together, can impact our well-being and create an atmosphere of stagnation. Often, these details weigh on the environment and make it harder for new opportunities to enter our lives. Buddhist practice suggests that by keeping broken objects, we're accepting and holding on to unresolved issues. This behavior not only affects the environment but also influences our attitudes, encouraging us to procrastinate or neglect things that truly matter. It's as if these items are small daily reminders that something in our own life needs fixing. Therefore, by removing or repairing these objects, we take the first step in transforming stagnant energy into renewed, vital energy. For those who feel that eliminating these objects is wasteful, consider the alternatives. You can replace these items with functional, well-maintained ones that reflect care and renewal. Simple objects in good condition convey a message of continuity and progress. For example, that chipped glass could be replaced by a new, flawless set that is both pleasing to the eye and reinforces a sense of order and harmony. This exchange doesn't need to be expensive or drastic. Often, the simple act of reviewing what we have and letting go of items that have fulfilled their purpose is enough to start the transformation. By replacing broken items with those in good condition, we're telling the universe that we're ready to receive the new and value what truly works in our lives. This renewal process is essential for the flow of prosperity to circulate. And of course, if there are broken objects with sentimental value, like a family heirloom or a special gift, consider repairing them. This way, you keep the object's meaning intact while transforming it into something that adds value and positive energy to the environment. It's a way to preserve memories without carrying the weight of a damaged item, which, according to Buddhism, may end up generating a sense of attachment to the past. Keeping a home filled with well-maintained objects is an expression of respect for oneself and for the environment. A harmonious and functional space is an invitation to abundance and well-being. Once we adopt this attitude, we begin to see the benefits in other areas of life, as this small action reflects a larger movement of acceptance, renewal, and openness to what's coming. For those ready to renew the energy in their home, starting with broken objects is a practical and symbolic way to begin the journey toward a more prosperous and balanced life. In the next section, we will discuss another element that may be preventing the flow of positive energy in your home: dead plants and flowers, which, in a similar way, can create an environment of stagnation and decline. Flowers and plants are naturally associated with life, growth, and renewal. However, when these plants are dead or wilted, they represent the opposite: stagnation and decline. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, plants are seen as sources of vital energy, elements that connect our environment to the natural cycle of renewal. However, dead plants carry an opposite energy, symbolizing the end of a cycle and the accumulation of energies that may block prosperity. Having dead plants or flowers in the space subtly yet profoundly impacts the environment. Just as broken objects remind us of something that needs repair, dead plants convey a sense of neglect or something that was lost. This feeling of interrupted life contributes to energy stagnation and, according to Buddhism, may hinder the flow of abundance and vitality. Even for those who enjoy having plants at home, it is essential to keep them alive and healthy so they can truly have a positive influence on the environment. To maintain the energy of renewal, it's recommended to replace dead plants with fresh, thriving options. If caring for live plants is challenging for you, consider investing in high-quality artificial plants that replicate the presence of life without requiring the same level of maintenance. It's important for these visual elements to bring a sense of vitality and freshness. High-quality artificial plants can reflect the beauty and symbolism of live plants, promoting an appearance of renewal and balance. In Buddhism, the practice of caring for plants is seen as a form of care and mindfulness. Watering a plant, watching it grow, and removing dead leaves symbolize our desire to nurture and care for the things around us. By replacing dead plants with fresh ones, we renew this commitment to the energy of prosperity and abundance. Moreover, Healthy plants encourage the practice of mindfulness, being present and attentive to what we care for, which is an important practice to attract good energy into our lives. Another powerful alternative is to choose specific plants that symbolize prosperity and good fortune, such as the popular jade plant or money tree. These plants are valued for their connection to growth and abundance, and are commonly used as symbols of prosperity in feng shui, a practice that shares some principles with Buddhism. Having these healthy plants at home can become a daily reminder of your desire for prosperity, bringing beauty and positive meanings to the environment. For those who still have dead plants, the first step is to remove them with respect and gratitude. Disposing of these plants doesn't mean rejecting the past, but rather opening up space for the new, allowing fresh energy to circulate. This substitution represents a commitment to prosperity and the energy of growth. Remember, in caring for a live plant, you're also cultivating your own ability to welcome and nurture what is positive. Thus, keeping live plants in the home isn't just a matter of aesthetics, but a true commitment to prosperity and the environment we want to create. By renewing these energies, we open the doors to abundance in our lives and attune ourselves to the natural cycle of life and renewal. In the next chapter, we'll talk about another type of object that can negatively influence the home's energy: clothes and items that we no longer use. These items, often kept out of attachment, represent old memories and may be blocking the space for new opportunities and experiences. Clothes and objects kept for long periods without use carry a unique energy related to attachment to the past and stagnation. In Buddhism, the practice of letting go is valued as a path to inner peace and openness to new experiences. When we keep pieces of clothing we no longer wear or items we haven't used in years, we may unknowingly be clinging to memories and aspects of our lives that no longer make sense, blocking the flow of new opportunities. Keeping unused objects may seem harmless, but in practice, it represents more than just an issue of organization. Each unused piece of clothing, each item collecting dust, represents energy that remains stuck. It's as if these objects form a kind of barrier, blocking the way for new possibilities and energies in the environment. This sense of accumulation creates a feeling of weight, of carrying something that no longer serves us, affecting not only the physical space but also our mindset. According to Buddhism, practicing detachment is essential so that we can move forward and achieve true prosperity. An environment full of accumulated objects, especially those that no longer bring us joy, can create an atmosphere of stagnation and resistance to the new. When we keep clothes that we will never wear again or items from past phases, we stop opening up space for new energies to flow, limiting our own personal and spiritual growth. A practical way to begin this change is to revisit each of these objects, asking yourself if they still bring any value or purpose to your current life. Clothing that brings good memories, but that you no longer wear, can be donated so others may appreciate them and give them new life. Similarly, objects that are no longer functional can be recycled or, if in good condition, shared with someone who will genuinely use them. The act of donating or getting rid of these items is more than an organizational task. It's a true practice of renewal and an opening to abundance. By freeing ourselves from these objects, we are sending a message to the universe that we are ready for the new, for what genuinely brings us happiness and purpose. It's like opening windows to let in fresh air, invigorating the space and promoting a sense of lightness and freedom. Furthermore, by reviewing what we own and eliminating what no longer serves us, we become more aware of our choices. This awareness helps us create an environment that reflects who we truly are and what we want to attract into our lives. An organized home with only the items that truly matter becomes a place of peace and an invitation to prosperity. This practice not only clears the physical space, but also helps us release emotional attachments tied to these objects. Freeing up space for new energies is an act of courage and a step towards self-discovery. After all, when we choose what to keep in our lives, we are shaping the environment around us according to our true essence and current values. Now that we understand the importance of removing and used clothing and objects, let's move on to the next item. In the next chapter, we'll discuss broken or foggy mirrors, which hold powerful symbolism and, when not in good condition, can reflect a distorted and unfavorable energy in the home. Mirrors are special objects in any environment, as they not only reflect our image, but also symbolically represent the state of energies around us. In various traditions, including Buddhism, mirrors are seen as energy portals that capture and reflect the environment, acting as a bridge between our physical space and the energies circulating within it. Therefore, when a mirror is broken or foggy, it distorts that reflection, symbolizing fragmented or blocked energy in the home. Having a broken mirror in the house is like having an incomplete or distorted vision of oneself and the environment. On a symbolic level, it represents obstacles and disharmony, affecting not only the visual aspect of the home, but also the emotional and spiritual energy we want to attract. Foggy mirrors, in turn, lose their clarity and reflect unfavorably. This can create a sense of stagnation and lack of transparency, preventing positive energies from flowing freely. The first step in dealing with these mirrors is simple. If possible, repair or clean them, restoring their shine and ability to reflect clearly. Restoring a mirror is a powerful symbolic act, as by doing so, we promote the energy of renewal and clarity. When we look into a well-kept mirror, it reflects clearly and truthfully, providing a sense of harmony and completeness. If a mirror is irreparably broken, the best choice is to remove it and replace it with a new one. This act of substitution can symbolize the elimination of old, fragmented energies, allowing a new and clear energy to take its place. A new or well-cared-for mirror represents a fresh start, an opportunity to reflect the true essence of the environment and the life we want to build. Additionally, it's beneficial to position mirrors strategically to attract light and positive energy. A mirror placed where it reflects natural daylight helps amplify the feeling of space and vitality in the room. This correct and harmonious placement reinforces the flow of prosperous energies, enhancing the sense of well-being. Mirrors in good condition invite us to reflect on our own image positively, helping to cultivate a clearer vision of who we are and what we want to attract. When we keep mirrors clean and in good condition, we nurture a healthy relationship with our self-image and the environment around us. This attitude of care and respect reflects a commitment to well-being and harmony in our lives. The concept of reflecting clearly goes beyond decor. It's a practice of self-knowledge and valuing the present. Each time we look at a clear, well-positioned mirror, we are reminded of the importance of clarity and harmony in our home and our life. This simple gesture reinforces the power to attract positive energies, helping build a balanced and prosperous environment. With mirrors in good condition, you will always be reflecting the energy you wish to receive. Therefore, if you have a broken or foggy mirror, consider this replacement as a small yet powerful step toward abundance and peace. In the next chapter, we'll cover another impactful object in the home: the stopped clock. Clocks are symbols of time and progress, and when they stop, they can represent stagnation, blocking the flow of energy and hindering growth. Clocks are deeply symbolic objects in our homes, as they represent the flow of time, continuous movement, and progress. They mark each second, each moment of our lives, bringing a sense of order and continuity to the environment. However, when a clock stops, it no longer fulfills its function, and according to Buddhism and other spiritual traditions, it begins to carry an energy of stagnation, which can negatively influence the surrounding space. A stop clock is more than an object that doesn't work. It symbolizes something that has lost its purpose, that has ceased to move and keep pace with the natural rhythm of life. On a symbolic level, it conveys a sense of blockage and lack of progress. Many people keep stop clocks in their homes without realizing that, by doing so, they are allowing this energy of interruption and stagnation to settle in, affecting aspects of life that could be moving forward and developing. For those who wish to attract prosperity and a continuous flow of opportunities, it's essential that clocks are in working condition. The first step is to check if the clock can be repaired by replacing batteries or fixing its mechanisms, allowing it to resume marking time. This act symbolizes a renewal of energy, a return to the natural rhythm and progress we want to see in our lives. If the clock is irreparably damaged, the best option is to remove it and replace it with a new one. This replacement expresses a desire for energy to continue flowing freely. A well-functioning clock represents continuity and movement, bringing the feeling that time is always on our side, an important factor for prosperity and harmony in the home. Furthermore, the positioning of clocks can also be significant. In practices like feng shui, which shares several similarities with Buddhist teachings, the placement of clocks is considered to reinforce the flow of positive energy. Clocks in visible places, especially in work areas and living rooms, can symbolize continuous progress and a focus on goals and objectives. Choosing a functional and beautiful clock is also important, as it serves as a constant reminder that time is in motion and that we are moving toward the future. In Buddhism, there is great value in time awareness and presence in each moment. A stop clock does not allow for this connection with the present. It represents something fixed, something that doesn't evolve. Replacing a stop clock with one that works is a symbolic gesture that shows our willingness to follow the flow of life and move forward on our personal and spiritual journey. By deciding to keep only functional clocks, you bring a message to the environment that you value time and continuous movement. This simple yet powerful practice helps keep the home in tune with progress and the positive energy of advancement. Time, after all, is one of the greatest riches we possess, and by taking care of the clocks in our home, we are also taking care of this wealth and attracting more abundance into our lives. In the next chapter, we'll explore another important aspect of home energy: photos or objects that carry negative memories. These items can keep our home tied to feelings of sadness or suffering, blocking the path for new, happy memories and experiences. Photos and decorative objects have a direct connection to our memories and emotions, representing moments and people important to our lives. However, when we keep items that carry painful or sad memories, they end up holding on to emotional energy that can negatively affect the environment. In Buddhism, as in many spiritual practices, it's believed that the environment should reflect positivity and harmony. Keeping photos and objects that evoke feelings of sadness or disappointment can create an emotional and energetic weight in the home, making it difficult for new positive energies to enter. These objects, when present and visible in daily life, become constant reminders of events or people who, although part of our history, may not align with the prosperity and well-being we seek. Photos of relationships that ended painfully, inherited objects from someone we had a difficult relationship with, or even gifts from tumultuous times can carry energies that perpetuate these feelings in the environment. One way to renew the home's energy is to revisit these items, reflecting on the feelings they bring and whether they still have any positive purpose in your life. Objects that evoke negative memories can be stored in a less accessible place, away from daily sight, or even discarded or donated if that makes sense to you. By letting go of these items, you're not only disposing of physical objects, but also making room for new memories and experiences to fill your life in a more harmonious and lighter way. For photos that hold emotional value but also bring up difficult memories, An alternative is to replace them with images of happy moments or photos that represent your present and desired future. This act symbolizes an energy transformation, focusing on building new memories that bring peace and joy to the environment. Photos of travels, achievements, or people who inspire positive feelings are excellent choices to replace negative memories. In Buddhism, the practice of letting go and forgiveness helps us leave behind what no longer serves us, including memories and feelings that may be tied to physical objects. This selection process, which may seem simple, is a powerful tool for healing and self-awareness. By consciously choosing what we keep around us, we shape our environment to reflect a life more aligned with our essence and current values. Moreover, replacing these objects with items that symbolize peace and prosperity strengthens the intention to create a welcoming and positive space. Decorative elements that evoke nature, like crystals, flowers, or small sculptures with positive symbolism, can transform the energy of the environment. These items not only beautify the home, but also represent a conscious choice to fill the space with peace and prosperity energy. By deciding to keep only photos and objects that evoke good memories in the home, you create an environment that serves as emotional and spiritual support. This is a significant step toward allowing happy memories and feelings of gratitude and love to predominate, building a solid foundation to attract prosperity and harmony. In the next chapter, we'll explore the impact of inherited objects that lack positive emotional value. While these items may have been important at some point, they may carry scarcity energy or even complex feelings. It's essential to evaluate what these heirlooms represent to ensure the home reflects our best intentions and our desire for abundance. Inherited objects often carry a heavy emotional load and are frequently kept as symbols of memory and respect for those who came before us. However, not all inheritances we receive bring positive energy or have a harmonious sentimental connection. In some situations, these inherited items may be associated with people or times that carry complex feelings, creating an energetic weight that subtly yet persistently affects the environment. In Buddhism, the idea of keeping the home as a place of peace and balance is fundamental, and objects that don't reflect our current energy can become obstacles to that harmony. These inherited objects may come from relatives or people who are no longer part of our lives, whether due to conflict, distance, or other factors. Even if they hold historical value, their presence can bring memories and emotions that tether us to the past, interfering with the creation of an environment of abundance and prosperity. Keeping items that evoke mixed or negative feelings in the home is like preserving an energetic link that prevents the flow of new energies and blocks the entry of new opportunities and experiences. To renew the energy in the home, an effective practice is to sincerely evaluate the emotional impact of each of these objects. Ask yourself if the item in question still brings anything positive to your current life. If the answer is no, consider passing these items on to others who may appreciate them without the emotional weight, or, if possible, donate or respectfully recycle them. This act of letting go may seem challenging, but represents a conscious choice to make room for the new, and for what truly resonates with your present life. If the inherited item has sentimental value but also evokes some negativity, an option is to transform it. For example, old items can be restored or even adapted for a new use that better integrates into the home's decor, promoting a sense of renewal and reinterpretation. This act of transforming an object is a way of keeping positive memories while giving it a new function that aligns with the positive energy you wish to cultivate. By replacing these items with objects that carry positive emotional energy, you create an environment that truly represents your present and aspirations. New or carefully chosen items, such as mementos from happy moments or pieces of personal value, help create a home that reflects peace and prosperity. This process is an act of self-care and self-affirmation, where you consciously choose what you wish to keep around you. In Buddhism, the practice of letting go of what no longer serves us is a form of liberation, an important step in building a full and balanced life. By allowing yourself this choice, you open space for new energies to flow, creating a continuous cycle of renewal and harmony. Remember, each item in your home reflects your journey, and by choosing to keep only what resonates positively, you attract an environment that supports your best intentions and dreams. This process of evaluation and letting go helps keep the home in harmony, promoting an energetic flow that invites prosperity. With a refreshed environment filled with objects that truly bring happiness and gratitude, you will be better prepared to live in peace and abundance. In the next chapter, we'll discuss one last type of object: decor items with negative themes. These objects, while they may seem harmless, often project an energy of sadness or scarcity and can influence the subconscious, impacting the environment without us even noticing. Home decor goes far beyond aesthetics. Each element has an energetic and emotional impact on the space. We often choose decor items based on beauty or trends, without reflecting on what they represent on a deeper level. According to Buddhist teachings and other spiritual practices, objects that depict themes of sadness, scarcity, or suffering can influence the subconscious negatively, disrupting the harmony and prosperity of the environment. These objects can range from paintings or sculptures that depict scenes of pain or melancholy to items symbolizing limitations or poverty. While they may have artistic value, the emotional and energetic impact they bring can be disharmonious for those seeking a light and prosperous environment. The constant presence of these items can subtly transmit a message of lack or sadness, creating an atmosphere that reflects and perpetuates these feelings. The first step in transforming the home into a space that promotes prosperity is to identify these decor items and reflect on what they evoke in you. Ask yourself if these pieces truly bring feelings of peace and joy. If you find they carry heavy energy, consider replacing them with items that symbolize abundance, happiness, and growth. This process of replacement not only renews the environment, but also reinforces the intention to attract positive energies. There are many items that can add aesthetic value, while also symbolizing prosperity and well-being. Paintings representing nature, such as lush trees, rivers, and expansive landscapes, are an excellent choice, as they convey vitality and expansion. Sculptures of figures that represent balance and peace, like Buddha or symbols of unity and abundance, are also great options for creating an atmosphere of harmony. Another powerful alternative is choosing decor items that hold personal and positive meaning, like souvenirs from happy travels, gifts from loved ones, or handmade pieces that evoke feelings of warmth and gratitude. These items help create a home that is not only visually pleasing, but also emotionally resonant for those who live in it, promoting an energy of abundance and peace. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness in choosing what we include in our environment is valued. Each object should have a purpose, and by keeping only items that reflect joy and prosperity, we cultivate a space of balance and serenity. This conscious choice process is a way to reaffirm what truly matters, avoiding distractions and energies that could pull us away from what we seek to attract. Transforming decor items with negative themes into elements that symbolize prosperity is an essential step in creating a harmonious environment. Over time, this practice creates a home that reflects your values and intentions, a space where you feel empowered and inspired to continue your journey of growth and well-being. With the replacement of these items, your home will be ready to serve as a true refuge of peace and positivity. Now that we've covered the 8 objects that can attract scarcity energies, you are prepared to transform your space into one that welcomes abundance and promotes harmony. To close, let's discuss some final energizing practices that will help seal all these changes and keep the home filled with good energy, ready to welcome new opportunities. After making these changes to your environment by removing or replacing objects that attract scarcity energies, it's essential to seal this renewal with energizing practices that reinforce positive flow in your home. In Buddhism, the idea of purifying space is a common and highly valued practice, as it helps keep the environment light and conducive to growth and abundance. A simple and effective practice is to use incense or aromatic herbs to purify the environment. Light an incense of your choice, such as sandalwood or lavender, and pass it through each room, paying attention to corners and areas where energies may accumulate. This practice helps dispel residual energies and creates a lighter atmosphere. While doing this, visualize positive intentions for each space, imagining what you want to attract, whether it's peace, love, prosperity, or health. Another technique is the use of mantras or healing sounds, which have the power to raise the frequency of the environment. Choose a purifying mantra or a calming sound and play it at a low volume, allowing the vibrations to fill the space. Sounds like Buddhist mantras or even relaxing music help balance and harmonize energies, promoting a sense of tranquility and well-being in the environment. It's also beneficial to carry out regular physical and energetic cleaning, keeping spaces organized and free of unnecessary objects. The simple act of tidying up and keeping the home clean is a form of respect for the space and helps keep energy in constant renewal. To finish, a visualization practice is highly recommended. Imagine your home filled with a soft, bright light spreading through every room, carrying vibrations of peace and prosperity. Visualize this light as a protection that surrounds the environment, reinforcing the good energies you wish to maintain. These practices help anchor all the changes you've made, creating an energized home open to opportunities. With these practices in place, you've transformed your space into a true sanctuary of abundance. In the next and final chapter, we'll make a brief recap of the most important points and a final call to action, encouraging viewers to apply these changes in their own homes to experience the benefits. Now that we've journeyed through this together, you have a complete guide to transforming your home into a space of harmony, prosperity, and peace. By identifying and replacing objects that held scarcity energies, you've taken a significant step in attracting renewed and positive energy into your life. Every small adjustment, from removing broken items to consciously choosing what you wish to keep in your home, helps create a lighter and more welcoming environment. Remember that Buddhist practice teaches us to value the present and cultivate only what resonates with our purpose and well-being. This way, your home reflects your journey and intentions in a positive and inspiring way. If you feel motivated to make these changes and experience the power of renewed energies in your home, take this moment to commit to this transformation. And don't forget to share your own experiences or questions in the comments. We're here to support you on your journey. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with friends and family who also wish for a home filled with prosperity. Your journey to a more prosperous environment starts now.